Good afternoon. My name is Pasquale Cusumano, principal of Rochester Adams High School. On behalf of the Rochester community, we would like to welcome you to the class of 2020 graduation. Today's event is an opportunity for our community to highlight the graduating class of 2020. It's a celebration for our graduates, a celebration that signifies the end of their high school career and the beginning to the next chapter of their lives. Over the last 13 years, our seniors have waited for this moment. Their parents have waited for this moment, and our staff and school communities celebrate with you in this moment. I would like to recognize our parents and staff who have contributed so much to allow this senior class to learn, grow, and develop into amazing young men and women. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Robert Shaner.
I'm truly honored and humbled to be with you today on this solemn yet joyful occasion. One of the greatest blessings of being an educator, and I promise you there are many, is to be able to watch promising young people grow into adults with kind hearts, bright futures, and the ambition to change the world. The graduates of 2020 are truly extraordinary young men and women. To the entire RCS team, administrators, faculty, and support staff, congratulations on a job well done. It's an honor to serve with you. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Over the course of my career, I've given many graduation speeches, 28 and counting to put a number to it. Every one of them has been special for different reasons, but this year is surreal to me. Never before have I witnessed young people with such a thirst to have a positive impact on the world, even the most difficult of times. You have exceeded our expectations in every way, and we can't wait to see the world you will undoubtedly shape. Parents, isn't it amazing how time flies? One minute you're watching two 5-year-old cousins holding hands and enjoying a day at Disney World, and the next minute, here we are. So please take a moment to reflect on what today means for you, especially as you consider the natural trials and tribulations and anxiety that comes with raising children. Class of 2020, you are stronger than you ever thought you could be. These extreme and unscripted circumstances have awakened a capability in you that I'm sure many of you didn't even know existed. This inner strength has exposed a unique perspective about the human condition that you may never experience again in your lifetime. You are truly one of a kind. Over the past couple of months, I have thought about this graduation speech many times. Honestly, I've probably lost some sleep over it. I thought about what I might say to you today that may cause you to think, to reflect, to continue to grow as you move on to the next chapter of your life. So here are 3 pieces of advice. First and foremost, know how much you're loved. It's true, you're loved more than you can possibly know, by your family, your community, and the entire RCS team. You are amazing young men and women, and we love you. And with love, ladies and gentlemen, all things are possible. Second, keep really good friends with strong bonds that go beyond trivial stuff. The kind of friends that will always tell you the truth when you need the truth, the kind that will support you no matter what, the kind of friends that look beyond your shortcomings. Strong relationships give you roots that will help you weather the storms of life. Third, have the courage of your convictions. Earlier I mentioned that I believe you have the ability to change the world. Your impact will only be equal to your ability to commit to what you believe in, regardless of the outcome. So here's the TikTok version of my advice for you. Ignore the critics. Always have the courage of your convictions. Build strong relationships that stand the test of time. And above all, know how much you're loved. Graduates, as we bring your educational journey with Rochester Community Schools to a close, I ask you to reflect on your legacy as a generation, as a class, and as individuals. You are leaving behind the legacy of high expectations, academic excellence, compassion, leadership, and of course, Rochester pride and excellence. You are truly an inspiring group of young men and women, and I count myself fortunate to have the honor of serving you. Over the next few weeks, I ask you to take some time, say an extra thank you and an extra I love you to the individuals who have and will continue to support you on your journey. As you take stock on your journey thus far and dream about your future, I urge you to pursue your passion. You see, passion will help you see perspectives and possibilities that others can't. Passion will give you perseverance when others have given up hope. Passion will inspire you to exceed expectations and be the best possible version of yourself. Passion will allow you to accomplish more than you ever thought you were capable of. Passion, ladies and gentlemen, is how dreams are realized. Passion is how you maintain the courage of your convictions, how you maintain meaningful relationships. Passion is how you extend the love and kindness that have been granted to you by others. Graduates, as you go forth on your journey, seek the passion that's in your heart and know full well that you not only carry our high expectations, but most importantly, you also carry, yes, I'm going to say it again, our support and unconditional love. Congratulations, class of 2020, and a job well done. We're so very proud of you. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. Shaner. It is now my pleasure to introduce the following individuals who would like to help us celebrate our graduates. Mayor Brian Barnett, State Representative John Riley, State Representative Mike Weber, State Senator Mallory McMorrow, United States Representative Alyssa Slotkin, and United States Senator Gary Peters.
Well, good afternoon, Highlanders and Highlander families. Congratulations to the extraordinary and unparalleled class of 2020. You all in this parking lot have a story to tell like no other graduating class in history could ever imagine. And I'm guessing that you're probably tired of hearing how challenging and unprecedented these times are. But you also know all too well how accurate that really is. Life certainly doesn't always go exactly how we plan, and sometimes it veers so far off course that we can tend to lose our bearings. But I've always believed that in those defining moments, our response reveals our character and shapes our path. Learning how to pivot, to reorient, and to innovate will all be skills you'll need to rely on for the rest of your life. And you've been given an amazing early practice test. Owning an attitude that acknowledges disappointment but chooses to let gratitude and perseverance prevail will be the key to joy, success, and ultimate fulfillment in your life. You know, Olympic gold medalist Dara Torres said, "Setbacks have an upside. They fuel new dreams." And while the whole world has experienced a setback, and the effects are certainly personal to each and every one of you here today, as you pick yourself up and brush yourselves off, you've hopefully begun to do just that. Imagine new plans and fuel new dreams. This crazy experience has shaped you and prepared you in ways that you have yet to realize for all of the future chapters in your life. And whether your post-graduation plans take you down the street or across the world, we will be cheering you on and be so incredibly proud of you. You will always have a home here in Rochester Hills. So today we celebrate you, your hard work, and your accomplishments. We wish you all the very best in all of your future endeavors and applaud you as you move forward to chase those dreams. You follow a long line of Highlanders who have impacted our world for the better. And now you lead the way as possibly the most flexible and resilient graduating class in the 50-year history of Adams High School. We expect great things, Highlanders, because we know you're already up for whatever challenges life may throw at you. Congratulations, your city could not be more proud. God bless.
Hello, this is State Representative John Riley, and I'd like to congratulate the Rochester class of 2020. I'm sure that your teachers and your parents have prepared you well for the years ahead. And even though we're living in turmoil right now, I believe that you're well prepared, and we look forward for great stories and things happening in your lives in the years to come. Again, this is State Representative John Riley.
Hi, my name is Michael Weber, and it is an honor to serve as the state representative for the greater Rochester area in the Michigan House of Representatives. These are challenging times facing our community, state, and country, and you are witnessing these changes unfold as young adults. Your Rochester Community School education has prepared you for the challenges that lie ahead in your academic and personal development. I know it did for me. I still remember my time at Rochester Adams, sometimes like it was yesterday. I know how special the friendships, teachers, athletics, and memories are, and what they mean to you. Your time at Rochester Community Schools may be ending, but your education doesn't stop. I offer my congratulations to you as the class of 2020 and wish you the very best on your future endeavors.
Hey, class of 2020, this is State Senator Mallory McMorrow. Congratulations. What an accomplishment. There is very little that I can say that hasn't already been said. You know you are graduating at an unbelievable time. Nobody saw graduating in a global pandemic even a few months ago, and you know that this is going to change you and all of us forever. It's not going to be about what happened. It's going to be about how you responded to it. And I have been blown away throughout this entire experience. Every time I've talked to any of our high schoolers, just how thoughtful and compassionate and creative and kind you are. It re energizes me, it motivates me to keep going. And I will let you in on a secret. You are the leaders that we have been waiting for. So take some time to celebrate, but then get out there and go fix the things that need fixing and change the world into one that works for everybody. Congrats, class of 2020. So proud of you.
Hello to the class of 2020. I know this is not the commencement you had in mind. There are many sources of sadness amid the challenges our country is going through right now. Many people are suffering and sacrificing. The people who have gotten sick, those who have lost loved ones, the many frontline workers who are on the job every day protecting and serving us, often at great risk to themselves. We should remember these people every day, but we also shouldn't lose sight of how the virus has interrupted one of the most significant and meaningful experiences any of us will ever have, graduating from high school and moving on to the next chapter in our lives. So I want to thank WLNS for creating an opportunity to honor all of you. And I want to thank you for your perseverance in the face of adversity. High school graduation in any era is an achievement to celebrate, but those of you succeeding in this environment deserve special recognition. When I speak to groups of young people, I try to think about the lessons I've learned through my early education and early career that helped me along the way. And I found over the past couple of months dealing with this crisis, I've relied on those lessons especially. I thought you might find them helpful too. There are 3 of them. First, I want to encourage each of you to be a player on the field and not a critic in the stands. Please don't ever be content with being a spectator. It might be fun to watch others accomplish things, but even better is to be the kind of person that others want to watch. If this crisis has demonstrated anything, it's the value of action. The doctors and nurses walking into the COVID-19 wars day after day saving lives. The first responders, the delivery drivers, all of them, everyone on the front lines, keeping our society working right now. There is no path you will take in life that allows you to always be a spectator. You should always ask, how can I help? How can I contribute? A second lesson I want to pass along to you is a man or a woman has got to have a code. You've spent your life up till now obeying rules, when to get to class, how to solve an equation, rules of grammar. Life is about to get a little more complicated. Wherever you go next, to college or a job, the military, anything, you will have hard and fast rules to obey. I do as a member of Congress, but the big, important decisions usually aren't guided by a rule book. Sometimes you have to write that code yourself and decide when things really matter. Will you always tell the truth, even when it's hard? Every day we see people who are living by their own personal code, choosing to do tough jobs, dangerous jobs, even when no one praises them or even sees them. Their code guides them, and you will do best for your community if you find your personal code that guides you. Lastly, I encourage you to never make the perfect be the enemy of the good. You are lucky to grow up in the Midwest. We're practical folks around here. We put our heads down, focus on the goal, and get things done. We have disagreements, but we know that the things we agree on matter more, and we're willing to work together to make our communities better. That ability to overcome disagreements and make progress, even when we don't get everything we want, is a powerful problem-solving tool. Use it. Again, I wish I could share this day with all of you in person. I am so proud of the class of 2020 and how you've dealt with this crisis. I look forward to seeing all the amazing things that you guys are going to do. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. This is U.S. Senator Gary Peters. And to the class of 2020, warmest congratulations on your graduation. As a proud product of Rochester Schools, I want to say how excited I am for all of you and for the next generation of Rochester community students to accomplish big things. I also want to recognize the educators and faculty and staff that all helped get you this far. My dad taught high school English in Rochester for over 30 years. And I can say everything I learned growing up through this school system helped me tremendously down the road. While we can't see you walk across the stage today or hug you as you walk off, there's no part of today that is any less meaningful. Your families, friends, and teachers are extremely proud of what you have accomplished, and we can't wait to see the next steps that you will take. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you all for helping us celebrate the class of 2020. And now a message from Zoe Pizzuti to her fellow graduates.
Hello, fellow graduates, teachers, administrators, and relatives. If we've never met, my name is Zoe Pizzuti, and I am honored to speak on this momentous occasion. As an Adams student, I got used to hearing the phrase, "It's a great day to be a Highlander," over the PA every morning. Regardless of our next steps after graduation, being a Highlander will stick with us forever. 4 years of our hard work, 4 years of communities we've formed, 4 years of teachers who have inspired us, and families who have helped us along the way. Some of us may have taken these 4 years for granted, starting as freshmen laughing at the prospect of high school flying by. But now that we've reached the end of our high school experience, I can say that fast was definitely an understatement, except for when we were trying to speed out of the parking lot after school. I've heard many people give this speech in the arena, but this year we're making Highlander history. Being home and connecting through screens meant not having many of the events that were specific to seniors, and that was devastating. But looking back on these tumultuous 10 weeks, we have connected in a way that no other class has before. Aside from this pandemic, we have endured tragedies that no other high schooler should ever have to experience. We have lived and learned and lost. These challenges were presented to us because the world, now more than ever, needs the strong shoulders of a Highlander, the brains of a Highlander, and most importantly, the integrity of a Highlander. Now I'd like to take a moment to reminisce on our past. And no, not the era of hair feathers, rainbow looms, and those infamous neon Nike outfits. Instead, I want you to remember your first day of freshman year. Were you excited, apprehensive, or even a little bit terrified? Surrounded by the gigantic upperclassmen, I was a tiny shrimp in an ocean of sharks. Standing at a whopping 5 foot, I was petrified of my new home. Yet, as time went on, I, as well as many others, began to feel a sense of belonging, a sense of welcome, and a sense of home. Adams High School would not only foster our academic capacities, but our friendships and relationships as well. It allowed us the necessary space to evolve into ourselves. Athletes, scholars, artists, musicians, friends, and now graduates. What a ride it has been. Along this ride, we've made some pretty unforgettable memories. Remember when the fire alarm got pulled at our freshman year homecoming? Or when we complained about the music at almost every school dance thereafter? Or the numerous titles our teams and clubs have won? Or even sitting outside the school for almost an hour while emergency vehicles came rushing in to put out a fire? We've gone through quite a bit together. We got to watch our boys' dance team find their footing and deliver one final show-stopping performance. We got to bond through group projects and late nights of homework and studying. We got to hear and understand opinions that were different from our own. And we got to form friendships that will last a lifetime. Our class efforts have been significant, from forming new organizations to positively impact students' mental health, to fighting for social justice and promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. We knew that we had to be the ones to make a difference in our school and in our community, and we stood proudly in our beliefs. Some of us also stood proudly in the lunchroom, belting our hearts out on karaoke Fridays. No matter what you were interested in, Adams always had a community for you. I would like to take another moment to recognize our beloved Adams faculty. Adams is lucky enough to have some of the best staff members around, and our teachers have shaped us more than we presently realize. We will soon come to miss our close-knit Adams classrooms when we step into lecture halls across the country. I know I'm going to miss Mr. Bocce-isms and countless laughs in Mrs. Bollinger's room, and I know you all have special memories with your teachers as well. I encourage you to share those memories. Let your teachers know you care, because they don't hear that nearly enough. Teachers, you did it. You got another class to graduate without too many bumps in the road. I commend you for dealing with us, as that was no easy feat. High schoolers are some of the rowdiest people alive, and when we brought Friday Night Lights level energy into your classrooms, you always knew just what to do. To our administrators, thank you for being there for us, keeping us in check when we needed it, and making sure we had just the right amount of fun. To our counselors, thank you for your advice and help throughout these 4 years. And to our men and women in yellow, thank you for reminding us to always drive safely and wear our seatbelts, and for delivering the passes that often pulled us out of class for a moment or two. The Adams staff is truly unique, and we are so thankful that we got to learn with you every day. Now I'd like to speak directly to parents, guardians, and caregivers. Whether your oldest, middle, youngest, or only child is graduating, and sorry middle children, this is a big day for you as well. You might have been ready for college move-in day 2 years ago, or you might want to hang on to your senior for dear life. Either way, You're sending your children off into a world that looks very scary right now, and that takes serious bravery. For the past 18 years, you have raised us into the people that we are at this very moment, and it is time to trust us with the next part of our lives, even if it seems terrifying. And don't worry, we'll still call, text, email, write, and send carrier pigeons once we move into our dorms. And we will miss you, even if we don't always show it. We are so thankful for the hugs, the help, and the support you have given us, and we recognize your hard work and unconditional love. Finally, I'd like to address my peers. Whether you know me as the girl who wore the inflatable tube man Halloween costume to school, the girl from your science class who asked a few too many questions, or the girl in the mascot costume at this year's Crosstown Showdown. And yes, I did just potentially embarrass myself. I value the connections I have made with each one of you over these past 4 years. You are the last group of people who shaped me into who I am, and I hope that can go without saying for all of us. All the sports games, club meetings, and class periods wouldn't have been the same with any other group of kids. Our class is truly different from the rest, and I think it's because no matter where we go next, we will know how to make each and every day a great day to be a Highlander. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Thank you, Zoe. No graduation would be complete without hearing from our wonderful band and choir. This year, high school students and staff from across our district collaborated on 2 pieces to honor our graduates: Synthesis and These Things Never Die.
The pure, the bright, the beautiful that stirred our hearts in youth, the impulses to earnest prayer. The streams of love and truth, the longing after something lost, the Spirit's yearning cry, the striving after better hopes. These things can never die. These things can never word in grief's our guide that proves a friend indeed. Longing for mercy, sorry, when justice threatens us. Sorrow of a contrite heart. These things shall never die, shall never die. Let nothing pass, for every hand must find somewhere to do. Lose not a chance to wait in love. Be fair and just and true, so shall a life that cannot fade. Be one before life, and angel voices say to thee. These things can never die. These things can never
Thank you for that beautiful musical tribute. Dear class of 2020, I cannot believe we are here today celebrating your graduation from Rochester Adams High School. I will never forget my first year at Adams as the principal, and you were sophomores. Yes, that was 3 years ago. That first week of school at our grade level meetings, and how impressed I was with you guys from that very first moment. You all welcomed me and our new admin team to Adams with smiles and open arms. You listened and you took to heart what we said about achievement, character, and culture. From that moment on, I truly believe that we all made Adams a better place. You will always be remembered for starting a tradition your sophomore year. Remember that day we were in the auditorium and we were talking about the culture of being a Highlander and how important traditions are? Then you stood up, put your arms around each other, and we sang our Adams alma mater together for the first time. Then we jumped around like crazy and belted out our Highlander fight song. Just think back and remember that moment. This is just one example of many in which this class showed that you embrace change. In this case, 3 new administrators. We have been through a lot together the past 3 years. We lost fellow Highlanders to death by suicide, and yet we came together and supported and loved each other. Our police liaison officer, Deputy Hack, was hit by a car in front of Adams High School, and we rallied together and supported each other and his family through that situation. And we are living through history right now with COVID-19 together. All of these situations have forced you to be flexible, resilient, independent, and very creative. All of these situations made you come together as Highlanders and taught you many real-life examples of how important treating others with kindness, respect, caring, and love really is in this world. Class of 2020, you are leaving a legacy of greatness and a legacy that our future Highlanders can strive to carry on for many years to come. Remember, you will always be a Highlander. Good luck in life and go get what it is that you want, and always have Highlander pride in everything you do. From the staff at Rochester Adams and Rochester Community Schools, we love you and will miss you.
I'm proud to be a Highlander because, as a Highlander, I've been surrounded by a network of welcoming, supportive, and genuinely kind individuals. I've grown close to a lot of the great teachers and staff. I've made some incredible friends, especially this year. And so, in a ton of different ways, they've all helped make these past 4 years of my life amazing.
I'm proud to be a Highlander because of all the great staff and students that make Adams High School such a great place. I've met some of my best friends here at Adams, and I wouldn't change my memories for the world.
I think my favorite memory at Adams is by far my first football game that I went to as a freshman, because I just remember everyone was there. It was just so exciting to see all these people who were not only excited to see the team play, but they were just excited to be around each other, and that made a big impression on me.
The moment that makes me proud to call myself a Highlander would be the state conference this past year for DECA. To be able to see so many people succeed and be called up onto stage was truly a humbling experience and makes me proud to be associated with Adams and the DECA organization, especially being able to work with Mrs. Clement and Mr. LaPiccolo truly showed that all of the hard work really did pay off.
My favorite part of being Adams Highlander was the marching band. We like to walk the hallways on Friday and get everybody pumped up for the games on Friday night. And then second of all, I would like to talk about the Friday night lights. It was a very fun experience and I'd never done that before. And then the third is all my friends cheering my name at the stage, yelling, Camden, Camden, Camden.
A moment I felt proud to be a Highlander would have to be going to states with my tennis team my junior year. Getting to show and represent Adams there was definitely a very proud moment.
A day in which I was proud to be a Highlander was this year during the 2020 cheerleading state finals. This was the first year in Adams history where their cheer team took home the title of a state champion. I've been a part of the Adams cheer program ever since I was a freshman. Every year it is amazing to watch each and every team grow in their friendships and their talent. This year was no exception. We had a tougher start to the beginning of our season because of how many underclassmen we had. But as our season continued, we grew into an amazing team. Going into state finals, I knew this would be my last time competing as a Highlander. That day was filled with many emotions. In the very end, when they announced us as state champions, I knew all of our work from our freshman year until this moment was worth it. It was truly a day I was proud to be a Highlander.
I felt proud to be a Highlander when we raised the record-breaking $50,000 for our charity week for Shelter Box. That was last year, so 2019 Charity Week. I'm in student council, so I was on a counting crew at that time. And when I'm counting all these dollar bills and it keeps adding up and just exceeding our expectations, I was so proud of our school and so proud of the donations that these kids made towards this incredible cause.
One of the most memorable moments for me at Adams was when I was conducting the Star Spangled Banner for the first time in front of my band at a football game. That moment was really special for me because it was something that I had been looking forward to the entire season. The past 3 years in marching band, I had always looked up to the drum majors, and they were just a role model for me the entire time. So finally being able to be one of those drum majors who was showing off the band, saying, these are the people that I care about so much, these are the people that have put in a tremendous amount of work and effort. It was something that was so special to me and something that I will remember forever and would not trade for the world.
My most memorable Adams experience would definitely have to be being able to present to each grade about a group called Here For You that we have at Adams. Being able to educate and explain mental health to such a big variety of students was something that I will definitely cherish forever, and I'm really excited and happy I was able to do that within my time at Adams.
Throughout my entire journey here at Adams, I'd say that my parents were my biggest supporters. They always told me to keep pushing, give 110% no matter what. Even when I wanted to quit and just give up, they told me to keep pushing, because you're almost there. And when you get to the end, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel accomplished because it's all worth it. So I'd say that they're my biggest supporters, and I thank them for that.
Hi, my name's Grace, and I'm going to talk about who supported me the most throughout my journey at Adams. So there's two groups of people that I'm going to address, the first being my parents, because they've always taught me that hard work is the best thing that you can do. And I have been told that if I can create a goal for myself and I can put 100% effort into that goal that I've created, that I'm always going to be content in whatever the end result is. No matter if it's success or failure, I'm going to be content. So I'm really thankful for parents who have been so supportive of me and let me create my own individual goals for high school and succeed in all of those goals. Second being the teachers at Adams, because not only have they helped us with every educational need that we have, but they've also created personal relationships with each and every one of us, and we are so beyond thankful to have teachers that we know truly care about each and every one of us and are there for us whenever we need it.
Throughout my journey at Adams, I've definitely been supported by a lot of my friends and my family, and a lot of my teachers who helped me get to where I am today. But most importantly, my biggest supporter would have to be my counselor, Mrs. Clement. She supported me through a lot of really tough times, but she also helped me try and create a future for myself and what I wanted to do after graduation. And she's also just a really friendly face and a really comfortable person to be around and talk to whenever you need.
Hi, I'm Carter. A teacher I really appreciate is Tony Petrito. As a football coach, he taught me a lot of very valuable life lessons, and as a teacher, he taught me that hard work always pays off.
I'd like to say thanks to all my friends from elementary school to high school. Thank you guys for being here for me, and I'm looking for you guys to see what you guys do in the future. Good luck, my friends.
The Adams family is just amazing. They're a great support system, and I'm really happy that I was able to have that throughout these last 4 years.
At this time, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Shaner, Board of Education President, Mrs. Bull, and members of the Board of Education, I certify to you that each and every member of the graduating class of 2020 has met all graduation requirements established by the Rochester Community Schools Board of Education. I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the class of 2020! On behalf of the Rochester Community Schools Board of Education, we want to let you know how proud we are of all of you. We will never forget the impact you've had on each and every one of us, on Rochester Community Schools, and on our entire community.
Our role as board members is something we feel very honored to have. We set the vision for RCS to make sure that by the time you walk across that graduation stage, you are college ready, career ready, and more importantly, life ready. Of all the graduating classes we've seen, you have possibly walked through the most this senior year. And we hope it has reminded you that no matter what happens in life, you can succeed. We know you will, but what we want to spend these last few minutes talking to you about is what we want you to carry with you as you prepare for the life-ready part, because that has always been our greatest wish for you.
We encourage you to listen, to empathize, to problem solve, and to seek resolution.
Engage others with respect, consider different viewpoints, and seek to understand.
Express gratitude and understand that all relationships matter.
You've seen firsthand that life will throw you unexpected and chaotic curves. We hope you've also seen through your senior year experience that you can handle anything. Carry this with you: the determination to push through when it gets hard, the ability to adapt, the compassion to support those in need, and the kindness to see good in others. These things are more vital than any SAT score and what we want you to remember.
And with that, it is an honor and a privilege for us to accept for graduation the students of the class of 2020 and grant to each a Rochester Community Schools diploma. Congratulations, good luck. Now it's time to keep on being the change you want to see in the world.
Congratulations, class of 2020. This is Deputy Protcher. I would like to take this opportunity to discuss a few safety pointers with you before we begin. Please make sure you are following social distancing guidelines in order to ensure everyone's safety during the event. While inside your vehicle, please make sure you are being respectful of the other graduates and families around you. Blaring car horns, air horns, or other items can take away from the experience of other families. Make sure every person in your party stays in the vehicle at all times, except for the graduate when they walk across the stage. Please follow the directions of the staff placed throughout the park, especially near the stage. Pull forward to the stage when you are directed to do so. Thank you very much and enjoy the event.